opening kickoff. Bringing it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle.
Turning it on! He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run play action. Pulls it in. It's Frazier. Knocked down after a short gain, but enough to move those chains. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. The give to the back. Fights off the defender. Past the 1st down marker and still running. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. They're going to ride this running back. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. From the gun, running back gets the give. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
What a start by this defense. That is exactly what you need, man. They've been a little bit hit or miss. They've been a little bit up and down. But to start the game on a high note, get the good mojo going, great start for this defense.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Catch in the middle, it's Winston. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range that people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? A lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some luck.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the offense back onto the field. To the air, it's Stockton. Caught over the middle, it's Delp. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. Handoff to the lone back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Trying play action. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. They'll try to get it through the air. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Between the uprights, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Fires to the right. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Behind the chains now on second and long. Quick completion to the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Owens. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. After that last completion, it's second down. Wants to go up top. Grab near the sticks. It's Moore. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stopped behind the line, he'll lose a yard. And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. They've really controlled the ball on this drive, and the penalty gives them another 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Now the play fake. Floats it out in space. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Back to pass, it's Owens. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack and try to slow this momentum down.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Right down the boulevard. And after the 3-spot guys, we're all tied up. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. San Diego State is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Snapdragon Stadium today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Boise State. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the right. And the pass was broken up, incomplete, and there's a flag on the field. This could be offensive holding. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Now on 2nd down. Off play action. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like you could tell, they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And add another one to the tally. This guy leads the nation in sacks. The nation. He's the best pass rusher. Getting to quarterbacks, making life really, really hard. That's 2 on the day. Let's see how many he gets today.
The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. And the defense drags him down. They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it, couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Takes the handoff. It's Frazier. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Bell. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Picked up some yards on the last completion, but it's 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And they didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
They bring the punter onto the field now. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And the Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Out of the gun to give to the back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the the 26. Makes the grab. It's Moore. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. He's got it. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here. I'm looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Grab behind the line. It's dealt. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Texas offense. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Under fire. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Looking deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Kick is in the air. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds his tight end. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Leaves it with the running back. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. They'll try to pop the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Back to pass. It's Stockton. Throws to the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's got an open man. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
PAT unit on the field. And they knock through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. San Diego State is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping. They're trailing by 21 to Boise State. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Grabbed behind the line. It's dumped. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Here's a heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
And here comes the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Just needs a crack to get a return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Motion from the wideout. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Longhorns really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The play action fake. The sure hands, it's dealt. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul.
An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Pulls it in, it's Branch. Breaks into the open. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They'll try to sneak it. The sneak scores it.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I can go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Owens. Heaves it on the run. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Offense in a bunch formation. They use the end around, first play of the drive. That'll get the eyes moving. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Frazier. Pulled down for the tackle. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. A 3rd down try for the offense. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Young. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using his legs to buy some time.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Works the middle of the field. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Frazier. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got it in the middle. It's dealt. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air on 1st down. Pressure coming. Got out of trouble and throws. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellows between the hedges in Sanford Stadium.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
The Longhorns will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. They'll go back to work on offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here's the give off the left side. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. A little screen to the running back. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Runs for the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Right back to the well. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on 3rd. They'll run the sweep for him. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That gives him a 16-10 lead.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. The give from the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Longhorns will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. The throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. To the air. It's Stockton. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
He's got it down the middle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23. Offense gets set for 2nd down. On the ground, it's Frazier. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bell. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Looking to throw. He's going for the goal line. He's got it, and he goes into the end zone for the touchdown. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads.
There he goes. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man on the outside. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Line getting set on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Wingo. Can't get him to the ground. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Wants to throw on 1st down. Find some fresh air. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Moore. Ball is loose. Oh, and just like they drew it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the 1st down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Caught in the backfield, it's Wingo. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. Looking to pass, it's Owens. Rushes on him. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Trying to get rid of it. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Pittsburgh is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Dan Marino, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Notre Dame. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
They'll come to the line and try to get out of this mess on second down from the 5. They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Running to Green. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Number 92, Arns punts it away.
He gets it away from his end zone and a very good kick here. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air, it's Owens. Finds his back in the middle. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't protect the quarterback. They can't generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
The Longhorns line up to punt it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Oh, he's got a chance. Turning it on. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They punted away on 4th down. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. Trying play action. Right down the middle. It's caught. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking downfield, it's Owens. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
When you're trying to protect a lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Takes the easy completion. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Field goal attempt coming that would make it a one-possession game, but he'll have to do it into the teeth of this crowd. No good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Power football with the run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. Gonna swing it on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Frazier. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Third down coming up.
Running back searching for a hole. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Not much cooking on that drive, and now they'll hope to flip the field with this punt. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Texas offense. Scanning the field, it's Owens. Throwing right. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Now the play fake. Throws to the back. Grab near the marker, it's Baxter. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Now, listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Big kick here. Can claw them ever so closer to that lead, and the crowd trying to rattle this guy. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Slips through the line. Got a little room. Can they catch him? Just barely able to keep him from housing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. Smashes through the tackle. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Bounces and squirms his way into the end zone for a shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes with the return. And the returner will be knocked down. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the fourth quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. They've got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving this stadium with a L.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time they'll crank it up from inside the red zone. Grab behind the line. It's Branch. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. He'll do it himself. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The defense snuffed out any attempt to move forward on the last play, and now it's 3rd and goal from the 2. They're going to run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. Absolutely center cut. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Pittsburgh is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie today. We could see a legend born in the Steel City. They're trailing by 11 to Notre Dame. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game.
Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on.
Pass interference. Offense.
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey, I got to create a penalty here and save my quarterback and bail him out.
They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. To throw, it's Owens. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Snagged in the middle, it's Moore. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to throw again. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Baxter. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Moore. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. And the Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. He's got it on the move. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. To the air, it's Owens. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Texas! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's perfect. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.